Not thinking health wise, it would be fried
Right.
chicken. Exactly. Fried chicken.
Right. Definitely. Definitely.
So,
Mhm.
this, what is your favorite season?
Oh, my favorite season is fall.
Fall.
Definitely, definitely fall. I love the change of the color of the leaves, just the sky. Um I love the mixture of warm and cold, you know what I mean? So I just love the fall. Love the fall.
That's my favorite as well.
That's
I
your fave?
biased because I'm an October baby, but I did live and I was while I was driving, I was showing the colors of the trees, the orange, the leaves, I should say, not the trees, but
Yeah,
I love that as well too. So
yes, definitely. I'm a winter baby. I love the winter too, but sometimes the winter can be a bit much. So
well, I'll take the winter. They could keep the snow and all that other stuff.
yeah, yeah, I
I'm s-
agree.
Yep.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
So okay, so now the seventh question is, what is your favorite holiday?
Hmm. You know, now I would say Thanksgiving.
Hmm.
Um, because not just because of the food, but because it's just that time where you do get to spend time with your family. You know, if you have family out of town, like I have family all over. So to travel, to go see them, spend time with them, the laughs, the memories, sharing funny stories, like that means everything to me. So I definitely say Thanksgiving.
That's mine too. Same reason.
Okay. See?
The family, the friends coming together, whether
Yep.
I'm here or I travel to them,
Yep.
that or getting together, reminiscing, sharing stories.
Yes.
It's a great time, great time. That's
Great times.
my favorite holiday as well too. All right,
Yes.
right. So eighth question.
Uh-huh.
What are now again, there's no wrong answer, right? And
You're right.
take certain things out your mind, right? When I ask this
Okay.
question, right? Okay.
Mhm.
What are your three must haves? Three things that you must have.
Oh gosh. My 3 must-haves in life, just in general?
Or not necessarily life. That's why I said there is no wrong answer.
Ah, okay. Music,
Hmm.
that's a definite. Have to have the music. Um, peace.
Mm,
I need peace. Um, whether, it's just my alone time, quiet time, I need that. I definitely need that. Um, third thing, I would say, mm, probably laughter.
okay.
Because with so much going on in the world, with so much going on in, whether it's your personal life or just hearing things that are going on in other people's lives, like laughter is just something to get your mind off of whatever is going on, whatever you hear. So laughter is a definite need in my life too.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Music, peace, and laughter.
Yes.
I'm with you with the music. Definitely with you with the peace.
Hmm.
And I love making other people's laugh too. But
Yes.
that wouldn't have been my third. I wouldn't even thought about that. I would have had something that's not me. We're here to ask you the question.
Okay.
Salute again. Peace, T to T. Appreciate you.
Yes, key to T. Yes, we're triplets key to T with that. With the other thing we were talking about. Yes.
All right. So if you're on the road, you have to be in the car. You're driving because this is a road.
Mhm,
What
mhm.
would be the genre of music as far as your playlists go? What would you be listening to? It could be three. You could give me just two, or you could just give
Mhm.
me, or you don't have to like on the playlist. People try to think of names, or I would
Yeah.
just what type of music would you playing? Would you be playing? Because I got to know if we got to take a road trip. I want to see if I want to be in your car or I got. Ah,
Oh my God, I love that question.
hmm,
For me, 2 things. Definitely 90s hip hop
okay,
all day, 90s hip hop and 90s R&B. I'm real simple. That's
got
what
you.
it's gonna be for me.
Got you. So I would
Mhm.
definitely would be in your car. You would ride in mine.
Mhm.
I would be see it's there's no specific years, just
Yeah.
all general. So it's
Yeah.
early times to modern time. You get what I'm
For
saying? So
sure. For sure.
it'd be on shuffle if as you would.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. Like I love, all hip hop, all R&B too. But like I know for me, like if I love, when I love driving. So when I'm driving, I gotta hear something's gonna pump me up. Now, if I want to get into my slow bag and all that stuff, then okay, yeah, that can come through. But if I'm driving, I'm on 95 or whatever, no. I
Yeah,
gotta I gotta be amped up.
yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I ain't fall asleep behind the wheel.
Yeah, I can't do I don't want to do that.
Salute, Ronan. Peace to the chat, man.
Salute, 22 Ronan and Miss, is it Gigi?
Miss Gigi, is it?
I believe.
Can't see, but I appreciate y'all for y'all
Yes.
could be with y'all here with us. So I super appreciate
Yes,
that. Yeah, definitely
absolutely.
I'd ride with you. It
You'd
doesn't
right. Okay.
matter where I'm at in the car. As long as I'm in the car. I don't have to be in shotgun. I could be anywhere in the car. I know you're driving, so as long as I'm in the
Yeah,
car, correct. All right.
you're in good hands. Yeah.
Like to hear that too. Safety. Um, okay, so I asked you about
Mhm.
this. Okay, so now
Mhm.
you only can listen to one album. Only one album. What would that album be?
Oh God.
Hmm?
No.
Yes, just one album. Can't listen to nothing else. One album to listen to.
Oh no, no, you didn't do this to
Again,
me.
wrong answer. There is no wrong answer.
Oh God. Oh no. That's hard because mm, it's gonna be a toss up, of course, between R&B and hip hop.
Just
Mm,
one album that does it for you. Just one album that you have to listen. The only one album you can listen to. There's nothing else. We know you love the different genres. We understand that, but it's only one album that you can listen to. What would that
okay,
album?
now wait a minute. I have a question.
Okay.
Can this be a greatest hits album?
Hmm. See, now you adding a little plot twist to it now. Think about that. Okay. Well, okay.
Uh-huh.
To say, since you're the first guest, it could be a greatest hits. There you go. What album would that?
Okay. Okay, if I have to say this,
Mhm.
uh, I'm just gonna say Shaka Khan's greatest hits.
Mm.
That is one that I listen to a lot. I listen
Okay.
to it a lot. And it's great because, it has a mixture of, her songs by herself as a solo artist and then some that she did with Rufus, so it's a mixture and she's, one of my biggest inspirations as a musical artist, female, women wise. So I
Got you.
would definitely say that.
Okay. Remember, there's no wrong
Yeah.
answer. Shaka Khan over here. We
Because
love.
other than that, I would have said, it's on my shirt today. Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Wu-Tang. Got
for sure.
got you. Okay. So I asked you about the album. Okay, now
Yeah.
this is another tricky one right here.
Oh gosh.
You can only watch one movie. What would that movie be?
Ah, I'm gonna have to say Coming to America.
The first one?
That's yes.
Got
That is like my favorite. That is
that,
my absolute favorite. Yes.
that's a classic.
It's a classic.
Right. Again, wrong answers here. No wrong. All right. Let's see.
Yes.
So next question. If you
Mhm.
anywhere in the world, anywhere, and
Mhm.
remember, this has nothing to do with money. None of these. Oh, well, I can't live there. The taxes is high. Those are out the. These are out.
Okay.
All right. So if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you? Where would this be?
Whew. Oh gosh. This is hard too. Hmm. Now, have a question to your question. Oh, yeah, I have a question.
Okay. What is your
Does it
question?
have to be a place that you've been to before?
It could be
It could
anywhere,
be anywhere?
anywhere in the world. It could be in the states. It could be out of the country. You know,
Okay.
big cities, whatever. That's why I said anywhere in the world. If you could live there, where would you live?
I would probably say Dubai
Mm, I had a feeling.
because I love the look of it,
Mm,
the feel of it. From reading about it, they don't have a lot of violence and things like that, especially when it comes to this generation of children just being able to go out, play freely without worries and things like that. That means a lot to me, even though, my son is older, but still, I care about that. So I would say Dubai.
that's what's up. See,
Yeah.
that's a super good answer. Reason being is because you're thinking as a parent. Now you
Yeah.
of just yourself. Again,
Yeah.
that's no wrong answer.
Right.
Well, I love that answer. I don't like it. Love it.
You love it.
Yeah, because actually my youngest sister, she went out there like before 2020, she went out there before we had the whole thing.
Hmm.
Now
Hmm.
her like a little pamphlet of how she's supposed to dress, what she can
Hmm.
wear, and stuff
Right.
like, so I know as far as that they strict. And
Yeah.
for people that like to smoke the Mary Jane, unfortunately, you can't smoke Mary Jane out there. But
Right.
Snoop said, you know, he knows people. This is Snoop we're talking about.
Right.
When like, oh, I had no problem when I went over there. I got to do my thing. And the
Right.
person was kind of asking him, and he's like, oh, I can't tell you how I did this because, but
Gotta
Snoop,
keep it on the low.
yeah, Dubai.
Mhm.
Ever seen pictures of it before it became what it is now?
Oh, yes, most definitely, and the buildup is, like, it's incredible.
Correct. You know
It's
it was
absolutely stunning. Yes.
correct. Okay. All right.
Yes. Mhm.
So we got that out of the question. I mean, got
Yeah.
all right. Daytime or nighttime?
Oh, definitely nighttime. I'm a
Mm,
night owl.
I'm with you on that one.
Yes.
Again, this has nothing to do with, oh well, the clubs is at nighttime. Has nothing to do. It's just your preference on during the day. Do you want to be out daytime or nighttime? I'm with
Yeah.
you as well.
Yeah.
I'm a night.
Yeah, I
I'm
love the night. The night is great. Yes.
likewise, likewise.
Yes.
So 14th question is, if you can meet a famous person and have a sit down and conversate with them, right? Have a conversation with them.
Wow. Mhm.
Famous person be dead or alive? Dead or alive? That you
Um,
have a sit down and pick their brain. So it's like
yeah.
not it's not like, oh, you have to perform somewhere and you happen to
Mhm.
bump. None of that. It's actually, oh yeah, come over here, come have a sit down. I'm gonna have my chef cook. We're just gonna have a good time and talk. Who would that famous person be for you?
Oh, wow. That is a crazy question. Mm. Woo.
Mm,
Um, oh my gosh, you're really making me think right now.
the Libra and me.
I appreciate it though.
Like,
Um, mm, I might have to go with Whitney Houston.
mm,
Just thinking off the top, music wise, because that is a big part of my life. Um, I would have a lot of questions to ask her, just
oh,
like how she navigated through this industry, you know, how she felt about having to kind of suppress who she was truly as a person,
mm,
you know, for the spotlight, not to be looked at a certain way per se. Um, just a lot of questions,
mm.
vocal questions, because to me, her vocal ability was it's just amazing. It's out of this world. So
I was
Yeah,
a
I would love to talk to Whitney.
I was a big Whitney fan because of my second sister, my second older sister. She's
Mhm.
super Whitney fan. You know,
Mhm.
I had no choice. Even if I didn't want to hear Whitney, I was hearing Whitney every day. You know,
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah.
me with my Michael Jackson. It was
Yep.
like, hey Mel, Thriller already. You already played Thriller like 10 times already. Give it a break. You know, that's all. I
Right.
no, but that's dope. For me. It would be three people, and
Uh-huh.
you know, out of the three, these are my
Okay.
choices. First one would be no specific order, but
Yeah.
MJ first, and we ain't talking about
Mhm.
you already know we ain't talking about that MJ, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, my and same thing. Ask him questions like because we already know how he grew up. He was forced,
Mhm.
basically away from everyone. He didn't really have a
Yeah.
choice. Questions like
Yep.
that. Ask him, pick his brain because
Mhm.
I'm a perfectionist, so I would ask
Mhm.
questions like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Of course, the dancing. We would
Yes.
like, oh yeah, Michael, let me see how you do that moonwalk. Oh, that's the way you doing it. Check mine. See if I'm doing it right, or what I got to do better, whatever. So it would be Mike,
Right.
um, Malcolm X,
Now, see, I was gonna say Malcolm too, but you
uh,
said one, so I just kept it at one. But I'm with you on that.
okay, and then the third one would
Yep.
be Dick Gregory.
Ooh, that's a good one. Yes.
Just the
Yes.
conversations alone with those two gentlemen,
Mhm.
serious. There's no joking. It's
No.
like I got the pad for the questions. I
Yes.
this or you remember back in the days, we had the recorders with the little mini
Yes. Oh,
cassettes.
yes, for
I would have
sure.
and I would have extra because it's
Oh,
gems. I
that's
got gems because certain thing
yep.
I might miss. I might, I can't sit there and try to write everything. So I would come with a recorder and
Yep.
record everything. Just put it down on
Man,
just enjoy
let
the
it go.
super deep conversations right
Oh,
there.
for sure. For sure. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Dick Gregory one time, many years ago. My God, I was just like, oh, I can't believe I'm meeting you. You know what I mean? Just like you're a legend. You're just everything.
Yeah,
He was the truth. He's the truth. That's
correct.
a fact.
That's a fact.
Yes.
Um, you made me think of another question. So this
Hmm.
before I come with the bonus, right, to conclude questions with Maybach Mel with my special
Yes.
Tina Rose. So my question is, if you can bring back anyone
Hmm.
passed away, family, friends, or a star, famous person, who would that person be?
My grandfather.
Mm,
I'll bring back my grandfather. My
o-
papa.
okay.
Yes.
Would you like to elaborate?
Um,
You don't have to go too deep.
he yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I would say that I would bring him back because just from being a little girl, he definitely showed me how a man should treat a woman. He loved my grandmother down. You know what I mean? There was just loyalty, respect, and honor there. And that's all I saw um coming from him. And even as a little girl, like all the things he would do for me, like I would beg, oh, I want to go to McDonald's, like screaming and crying. Everyone said no, 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 but he would pull on over and take me. I remember us going on walks to the store, stuff like that, and wearing his oversized redskin bomber jacket.
Oh,
Yes, hail to the Commanders, Redskins. I'm a DMV girl. Just all those memories and the sweet things he would say to me and encourage me, and just he was everything. So when I lost him, it was actually a few days before, I'm sorry, after my birthday.
okay,
So it was devastating to me. So around my birthday now it's kind of happy but somber. Um, but yeah, I truly miss him. Like he was everything to me. So I would love to have him back.
okay.
I would love to have him back.
Mine would be my dad, and just how you kind of like ended yours. Our birthday
Hmm.
apart. So I'm October 15th,
Hmm.
October 16th. So before he passed,
Wow.
we always celebrated birthday together. You get what I'm
Hmm. Yeah.
As he passed in 2012. So it's the
Mhm.
when my birthday comes around, I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
blessed and everything, and I'm thankful,
Yes.
but it's
Yes.
sad at the same time. You get what I'm saying?
Correct. Yes.
Feel you on that. Like having someone
Yep.
dear to your heart pass away near your birthday, or even I have like a few friends that family members pass on their B day. So it's kind
Mm.
of
Mhm.
that they never, never will forget. Not saying that
Right.
that you know that's kind of tough, and it's that we
Yes.
do too, right? And I'm
Mhm.
lied. We would lie because we were told like the more time that goes by after
Mhm.
someone away, the
Mhm.
pain minimizes. That's a
Right.
lie. All we
Yeah.
is just live and deal with the pain still.
That's a
The
fact.
pain never goes away. So there's a lot
No.
we get when we get older, as far as mentally, you start thinking, you're like, that didn't even make sense. This is how they say, oh, vote
Yeah.
for the evil. We was taught evil is evil. There is no levels. So
Right.
it just doesn't make sense when I hear like,
You're
oh,
absolutely right.
the evil. No, I don't want to vote for no evil.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
make it make sense to me. Like, but I feel you on that.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that too.
Yeah, again, people, there's no
Yeah.
wrong. As people might be like, oh,
Mhm.
grandmother, not your. I never met my grandfathers, right? So
Uh-huh.
I met my father's mother, but she didn't live out here. She lived in Haiti. You know what I mean? So the
Okay.
time that I seen her was
Mhm.
9, and she passed away. And that
Mm.
13. We was out there
Okay.
visiting and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
before that, we had to come back to Boston. She passed away
Mhm.
night. So it
Oh,
was
no.
kind of crazy. But as far as my mother's mother,
Right.
um,
Yeah.
she lived with us. She was back and forth, but she did a
Mhm.
lot in the States. So I have
Mhm.
bond and a connection to my mother's mother. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
You're around somebody.
Yes.
They know more of you. And how you said, I used to play on my grandmother. Sad to say it, we all do this, guys. Women too. Don't lie. Like how you said, "Big dog." No, your grandfather, Papa, was never gonna say no to you. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Me, my mother's grandmother, my mother's mother, and my dad.
Yes.
My dad, I would, whatever I wanted, I got.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know,
Yep.
oh, and of course, when you're young, this is what you do. I'm not saying I was doing
Yeah.
wrong. Yeah, Dad, I want no, no. But as a kid, oh yeah, Dad, I want
Right.
sneakers. Uh, This costs too much money. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yep. Yep.
but yeah,
Yep. Mhm. It worked.
yes. Salute to your grandfather. The rest
Yes. Yes. Rest in peace, Papa.
in peace. Okay, so
Yeah.
this is the bonus question.
Mhm.
This went super fast. I should have asked you to more on the earlier,
Look,
but
I'm open.
it's cool. It's cool. Okay, but so the bonus question is, if you can have one superpower, not two, not three, only one, what would this superpower be for Miss Gina Rose?
Ah, oh my gosh. A superpower.
I was coming with questions. I just
Ah,
tell you where these questions, how do you. But yeah, what would that superpower be for you?
oh gosh.
Only one.
You know, I would probably say magic
Okay.
because yes, magic because I can make things come as I wanted them to.
Mm,
I can make things go away, not just,
mm,
little things. I'm talking about big things, cancer, things that are affecting people in a major way. I would definitely use it for things like that. Just for good. I wouldn't use it for anything evil. Nothing evil at all, people. But I would do good with the magic.
that's what's up. Now I
Good
like
magic.
again, there's no wrong answers. I'll tell you mine. Mine would probably be I have a few, but I'm gonna just sum it to one.
Uh-huh.
I'll say teleport.
Mm. Okay.
Reason being is okay, so like how I said, I don't know who. my grandfathers are. Never met them. I
Mm,
seen, but never
mhm.
get what I'm saying. So they passed
Yeah.
away, whatever. But I would teleport back into their time, and you know what I mean.
Mm, I love it.
Yeah. So
I
you
love that.
go back into the Malcolm X time, Martin
Mm,
era, all of those eras,
yes.
just to get a feel of how
Mhm,
that time was. You know,
mhm.
the movement.
Yes.
And plus you could go anywhere. You can go
That's
anywhere.
true. That's true.
Some
That's a fact.
some people this they was like, oh, I choose to fly,
Yeah.
but you can't go to like, you could only fly.
Yeah. That's limited. Yeah.
Exactly. Teleporting is totally different.
That's a
So,
fact.
they said
Yes.
the swords, so I can be in that time. I can just I could, oh, Jesus over there in Bethlehem. I'm going there right now.
Yes.
So
Yes.
yeah.
Hold on. I have a question about that. Have you ever watched the show Doctor Who?
You talking about that used to come on PBS?
I think it was PBS. He
It was,
got in the red telephone booth in London
it was in
and
black
he
and
would it was in black and white, but then it like kind of went to color.
okay. Yeah, you
But
talking
he would teleport to different places.
if
I'm a nerd, sorry. I love that show.
if it's the same I remember it used to come on you talking about in the 80s, right?
I think it was 80s, but into the 90s too, because it was like it got revamped. Like
Oh,
they like revamped it or whatever.
that's why I asked you if it was on PBS because that used to come on PBS and it came on and it was black and white. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
see the vamp one, so that's why I know which show you're
Yeah.
talking. I didn't.
Yeah. That just made me think of that. Like
Okay.
just I don't know, off the top.
Nah, that's cool. First question
Mhm.
was hot and cold, right?
Yeah.
You picked cold, and
Hmm.
that because of your answer to the fall, or this, or to me, when if I say cold, that means I rather
Hmm.
oh, I rather be cold. Reason why I rather be
Hmm.
cold, I could put on layers and not be cold.
That's exactly why. That's
Okay,
exactly why. I can layer up, get myself warm, and then, as I get hot, just take off the layers. I do not like to be hot because I sweat so easily and I don't want to be sweating. I don't like the hot. No, get it out of here.
so
So
I got to bring it back to the Dubai. Then Dubai is super hot. What do you?
Dubai is super hot.
Huh?
However, there's a lot of AC in places,
I hear-
okay? And you will be totally fine. Also, I also said I love the night. And so it's popping at nighttime. A lot of people come out at night because it is so hot in the day.
correct. It's cool.
Yeah.
I can't stand the heat. I lived off in Florida. I
Uh-huh.
love to be there during like our winter time. You know what I'm saying? Because it's
Hmm.
for them. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it still gets about 80, little over 80 sometimes, depending on what part. I would always
Hmm.
South Florida, so it's a little hot
Hmm.
there. But I
Yeah.
take the heat, man. The sun beaming. I know it illuminates us. It's healing.
Yes. Yes.
Me and the sun. It's like my op. It's like my enemy. It's like, yo, get out of here. Wait, you know?
Yes, facts. I mean, I love now, don't get me wrong. Like, I love the beaches. I love, summertime, doing summertime things and all those things. But yeah, no.
If it
Give me
was up
the fall, give me cold any day.
facts. If it was up to me and I can control the weather, no higher than 80 degrees. No high,
I'm with you. Yep.
and
I'm with you on that.
the humidity would be at
Oh,
reasonable percent. I don't
yes.
like you said, like you out there and it seems like you're just sweating profusely. Like, yo, I showered not too long ago. I'm
Yep.
not even anything and I'm just sweating like this. I don't like that either.
Yes, for like no reason, like no. And it's like the summertime, you got to take like 2 and 3 showers like a day. I mean, I love showers and all, but sheesh, it's just like no, just to feel refreshed. You know what I mean? Like,
Correct.
no, and then in the summer, I'm sorry, my ladies might know this. We're traveling with fans in our purses, like, it's crazy.
My
So,
ones that go like this, walking around. It's hot there,
Yes. I
yeah,
literally have my fans on deck because yeah, I can't play. I can't play with that.
right?
No.
So the second question I had asked, water or juice, and you
Yes.
water. Remember, I told you, got to
Mhm.
get stuff out of your mind, right?
Yeah.
You know, this is let's just go with squeeze stuff like it's coming straight from a fruit, right? So don't think about, oh, this juice is concentrated, this got too
Yeah.
additives to it. Just so water. You don't want no
Uh-huh.
at all, just water.
Like, to be honest with you, like literally, I don't drink a whole bunch of juices and stuff like that. Like right now in my fridge, I literally have all water.
Mm,
I have what cran apple, like a bottle of that juice, and like that's it.
I had that
So
the ocean
yeah.
spray one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Yes.
like that too. I do the
Yeah.
apple, and then I do the cran grape too. I like the grape.
Yep. Yep. Me too.
Pomegranate, even though it is, but it ain't real pomegranate. But that's a whole nother, what. All right, so
Yes.
I had asked you about the coffee or tea, and I
Hmm.
chose tea. You said you got into drinking coffee, but not when you was younger. I've been
Yeah.
drinking West Indians. It seems like that's one of the things that they give to their children at a very young age. It's
Coffee.
yeah, let's drinking
Wow.
coffee. Hmm. tea. Hmm.
Wow.
I'll say 8 years old.
Wow. That's really young.
Yeah, 8, 9 years
Oh
old.
my goodness.
Yep, 8, 9,
Really?
somewhere around there. Yep.
Oh my gosh. No, I didn't start drinking coffee until maybe late 20s or,
Uh,
around there. Just, I don't know. The thought and the taste of it just always grossed me out. But then I was like, wait a minute, let me try this out because it seems to help people stay awake. So
yeah, yeah. Well,
I'm like, let me try this.
so they say. It
So
it do-
they say.
it don't keep me up. It don't. If anything, I'm crashing. When I say I'm crashing,
Oh,
you get the little, you get the little jitters, with your and
yeah.
all of that. But when I say I'm
Hmm.
like, yo, when that's out of your system, you're just like kind of sluggish.
That's
So
true.
as I got older, I slowed down on it. You know what I'm saying? I never,
Yeah.
for one, I wasn't the one drinking like 3 cups a day. I'm not even doing.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Second
No.
thing, second thing, and people be looking at me weird. I only drank hot coffee. I've never had iced coffee in my life. Never ordered it.
Oh, yeah, I don't do iced coffee. It's
I,
just disgusting to me. I don't know.
that's it is nasty. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't get with that.
Yeah, they got like a block of ice in there or a bunch of. Then they're asking for like 6 creamers, and I'm like, that's not even coffee anymore.
Yeah, it's yes. Like I know a lot of people love it. I mean, I've tasted it. Can't wait. No, no, can't
Like
get with it.
it could be the hottest summer day. I'm talking
Oh,
about humidity is super high. Early
mm-hmm.
I have my hot coffee.
Same,
I have to.
same.
Only time I drink it. Only in the morning. That's it.
Yeah,
Only
yeah,
time.
I'm with you on that. That's the only time. I know, like, if I'm doing a late drive or something like that, like I might get a little, like a small cup, but yeah, only in the mornings if I have to get some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't do no large. I do small or medium.
yeah,
Uh,
same, same
um,
here. Yep.
as far as tea go, I'm a tea fanatic.
Uh
You know,
huh.
I'm a tea fanatic. Like I could do raspberry tea. I could do lemon tea. I could.
Mm.
There's the half and half. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
can do all. Cold
Hmm.
or hot. I love it. That's one of the things that
Same.
go unlike.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can't drink iced coffee, people. So don't get on my top for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as iced tea, oh man, this is some real tea, freshly
Hmm.
homemade. Oh, ain't
Oh,
nothing
those are the best. The
beating
best.
some
Oh my
cut
gosh.
lime in there. See,
Yes.
I grew up with the lime in there, not lemon. I know people do lemon, but I grew up
Yeah.
with lime, and I'm talking about the small limes. Because supposedly
Yeah.
that's limes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, I love tea. Yeah, if it's cold teas, like I can do the mixtures like raspberry, like all kinds of different like teas and mixtures. But like when it's hot, I
Yeah.
only like have specific kind that I like. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Like not every mixture in the hot. I don't know for some reason. It's kind of strange, but yeah. And I see. Okay, Kita T said she loves tea over coffee. And also, I saw earlier, was it Miss D? Shout out to Miss D and Miss Gigi is Kita T's mom. I saw that in the chat. I just want to address that. Hi, that's your mom. That's so. Oh, that's awesome.
Is
It
that
was a little while back. I just saw it though.
okay? Yeah, Key to T, let us know if that's your mom's. Let us know. But yeah, I appreciate everybody stopping. Appreciate it. Salute, Miss D. Peace.
Salute.
So okay, so now what was your favorite food again? I forgot. What was what
My
did you
favorite fruit,
yeah. You said
plums.
plums.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I haven't eaten a plum in I don't know how long. Like you said,
Ah,
yeah, it's been a minute. I do eat fruits now. I do eat
yeah.
fruits. I have my specific type of fruits that I like. My
Hmm.
two, if it was up to them, that's what they would eat all day long. It's fruits.
That's
So,
good. That's good though.
so I try to get like organic fruits.
Hmm.
of course, cut them up for them, and
Yes.
some that I add in there, such as like grapefruit, that's kind of like bitter and sour, whatever. I
Mm.
honey on the top for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, instead of like
That's
some
different.
sugar, because like I grew
Yeah.
up making me eat grapefruit because it's good for the system and stuff. So what he used
Mm.
brown sugar and put it on the top of it. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Because I was eating it like this, and I just be like, and I sweet part, but when you get through the sugar, it's all like
I know.
yeah.
I would have
So
never thought to do that to a grapefruit.
yeah,
Wow. Interesting.
if it was
Mm.
use honey, if it
Yeah.
he would use agave. You know what I'm saying? Those are more
Hmm.
real sweeteners. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That.
Natural. Yeah.
So
Wow.
okay.
Interesting.
My favorite fruit. I would
Yeah.
have a I would have to say a red apple. Red apple.
Classic. Yeah.
Simple. Simple
Well,
but
how come red over green?
again, because of the sweet. Because it's sweet. that
Okay.
they both have it's I know that, but it's not saying I eat green apples. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
do after this, that's what I'm about to eat is a green apple. But yeah, mine would be red. But I like to do
Okay.
when I do my fruit bowls and stuff like that, I do put both of them in there as well. So
Okay. That's dope. Mm. Hey, Peach. Sorry,
so
looking at the comments, trying to get the people in the comments because last time I didn't.
well,
Ah, hey,
salute,
Peach.
salute. Um,
Salute. She said kiwi. Mm.
baked mac and cheese,
Yes.
and it was chicken, right?
Yes.
The favorite. Now, do you have any other favorites?
Hmm.
Any other dishes?
Um. Oh gosh. Now, I do love seafood. I do love seafood. Definitely crab legs. Now, people
Yeah.
out there don't get on me either because, from the DMV, we're all big about seafood here and crabs. However, crabs are too much work for me. Okay, I don't like the work involved with the crabs. So I love some crab legs, like just and get to the meat. So crab legs are definitely a favorite of mine for sure, for sure.
Now,
Yes.
go ahead.
And salmon.
So you said seafood. So seafood meaning crab legs, fish. Is there any
Yes.
particular fish that you like to eat over others?
Salmon.
Salmon?
Salmon
Okay.
is my absolute fave. Yes. I cook that all the time.
Okay. Got,
Yes.
got you. Now
Yes.
I had a little debate with a guy in the sports section of YouTube because
Uh-huh.
um he lives in Delaware. Uh,
Mhm.
is it Yeah, he lives in Delaware. So we had a little debate. So I because one of the guys that was on the panel was like, "Oh, Maybach, I came to Boston. It was my first time. I had a great
Uh-huh.
experience. I tasted clam chowder for the first time, and it was from like
Mm.
a place, you know."
Mhm.
I was like, "Oh yeah, you know, we get our crab straight from the ocean, and it goes straight to these
Ooh.
restaurants and stuff like that. So the
Yeah.
guy Delaware was like, nah. So Delaware's near Maryland, so he was talking
Yep.
about, or he was like, nah, got to come to Maryland. We got the this and that. So he mentioned blue. Like, listen, man, we get blue crabs. It's very rare that you touch it, but
Yeah.
he was me like, I don't know nothing about that. I was like, excuse me, sir. I did tell you I'm born, raised, and still live in Boston, Mass. So
Yes.
eaten one before. Now, the thing with is I can't eat no seafoods anymore. When I was young, I was able to.
Okay.
If I actually have an EpiPen and stuff like that, I can possibly die.
Uh,
True
oh
story.
gosh. Woo.
I found out that
Wow.
I'm not actually allergic to like the food itself. It's actually the
Mhm.
mercury from the ocean is what I have a
Wow. Oh,
yes.
wow.
So I don't carry my EpiPen
Really?
like I used to, but
Mhm.
mindful of if I go to someone's house, like I'm a picky eater anyways, first and foremost. That's
Yeah,
one.
I am too, yeah.
I gotta personally know you. Like if I go to your home and I'm like, oh, I know Jean, she's super clean. I know she's gonna take this meat, she's gonna clean it, she's gonna, wash it with
Yeah.
and all that. Listen, there's some people
Mhm.
I don't even want to get into the whole spill of them not cleaning the
Oh, goodness.
full
Woo.
cook, but yeah,
Yes,
they don't even
that's the
see.
whole thing.
You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't have no seafood. If I was able,
Mhm.
I would I would definitely fall back on. Well, I slowed down big time on red meat. That's one. Um
Mhm.
um and that was just me. It had nothing to do with health. I remember one guy
Mhm.
telling me, this elderly man telling me, like, the older you get, it's harder for the meat to digest in your system. So I always
Right.
heed to him saying that when I was like a teenager. So as I got
Mhm.
older, big time on the red meat. But if
Yeah.
I seafood, Haitians are big on red snappers. That's the fish that we prefer to cook.
Uh-huh.
It does have the bones and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
when you got a mom's who's from that land and knows
Mhm.
to the point where when it's cooking in that sauce,
Yeah.
you gotta do is just use your fork or a knife and you just take the skeleton right off just like that. And then the
That's
meat.
crazy.
Yeah, my father was a super that. You know what I mean? So
Wow.
he used to feed it to me because of the bones, because some people would get stuck in their throat and all this other stuff.
Right.
Correct, correct.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be careful with fish. One time, it's crazy. I was eating fish. This was like many years ago,
Uh-huh.
and I thought the bone got stuck in my throat,
Hmm.
and I kept feeling it like for days.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
so I was concerned because I was like, this is not right. So, I was so scared. So I had to go to the ear, what is it? Nose and throat doctor. And OMG, they had to put that big mic, that thing down your
Yeah.
throat, like all the
My
way down.
correct. Yeah, yeah.
That was, oh my God, it was awful. But they were like, no, the bone is not there, it's not stuck, it scratched me. And so
Mm.
that's what I was feeling. I said, that is insane.
Oh, that's crazy.
That was crazy because I was like, wait a minute now. I have to sing, I have to do things like, so but it's actually good for singers to actually go to that type of a doctor. Actually, yes, we're supposed to go to get checked out. But that was crazy. A scratch can make you can feel it for so long, like
Well,
that
that's because
tripped me out.
the tissue is like soft in there. That's
I
that's
know. Yeah. I was like, wow.
so
So
now
yeah.
off of what you was just saying. So how often do you go see the doctor? What's this doctor called? It's just the throat doctor?
Yeah, it's like the ear, nose, and throat doctor. So yeah, you're supposed to go there. I mean, it's not like mandatory or anything like that. So like every couple of years, you're supposed to go. So every couple of years, like I'll just go to make sure everything's okay. But yeah.
So
Hmm.
I'd ask you the question, what is your favorite no, sorry, I skipped over one. You said see
Hmm.
the fall, you love the fall, you like the
Yes.
change, the leaves and all this other stuff, plus you
Hmm.
on the hoodie, you
Hoodie
know,
season,
exactly.
jacket season.
Correct.
Yes.
I love it where it's on and you know what I mean? Again, if you get
Yeah.
You can always peel. My mom's always said, you want to make sure that you overdress
Mhm.
instead of
Mhm.
dressing enough or
Yeah.
underdressing. And
Yep.
so, correct. So,
Absolutely.
wait, like you said, oh, I got shirts underneath. All right, well, let me take off. Get what I'm saying? So, all right.
Yep.
So now, when I had asked you what's your favorite holiday, it
Mhm.
seemed you said it's Thanksgiving now. So what was it?
Mhm.
Was it before?
Before, I used to be big on Christmas. Like, Christmas, Kwanzaa, like
Yeah,
that whole just all of it is beautiful. It still is.
yeah,
You know what I
correct.
mean? But I guess that was when I was younger, just like, oh, gifts and, all of this, that whole thing. But I'm like, these days, life is way more than just gift giving. Like, it's way more than that. So, you
No, that's
know,
a good answer. Again, there's no wrong answers. Salute,
yeah.
Empress Judah. Salute. Hey,
Salute, Empress Judah.
like I was saying, because
Yeah.
I was gonna say the same thing too. For me, when I was younger,
Uh
same thing.
huh.
Christmas, I can't wait to get this. I'm gonna get that. You know what
Yeah.
whether you got it or not, you still got gifted. The whole
Yeah.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I already knew from a young child there was no Santa Claus. My parents,
Oh,
they,
yeah. My mom got that out of here.
they were not
Yeah.
that whole, narrative, and they was like, "See them sneakers you got there? Your father bought those. You see them
Yep.
in them shirts? I bought those.
Yep. Worked hard for it.
Your godmother gave you that. Your godfather."
Yes.
They let me know because listen, first and
Yep.
foremost, we lived in a two-family house growing up.
Mhm.
When my parents owned it. We had no chimney.
Mhm. That part.
How was he coming in the home?
How?
There- No cookies
Look,
and us
that
little
is that's so funny because one year I remember this when I was super little and we lived in a high-rise apartment building and I left some cookies out for Santa, right? And when I woke up in the morning, the cookies were half ate. I was
uh,
like, Santa actually came to this apartment and ate these cookies. And then when I got up, as you get older, you're like, really, mom, you ate those cookies?
yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny to me now, but just the whole thought of it, as a little kid, you're
So
starry-eyed, like,
she didn't ruin it for you when you was a kid. She told you, "Oh yeah, you got that from Santa," or
now, well, when I was little, like I
oh,
think she just let me believe for a little while, but after a while, my mom she broke it down to me and my brother. I have a brother, and so she broke it down to both of us, and we were okay with it. We didn't like fall out crying or have a fit about it. We understood.
uh,
So yeah,
Mel- folks ain't sliding. They like, listen, I paid for all of that. That was that
yeah,
those overtimes I had to work. Yeah, I had to do
yeah.
that. So they wasn't running with no Santa Claus and having
Nope.
me. It was never like that. We
Yeah.
knew grit. It was only the school that was pushing all of that. Like, oh yeah,
Yes.
but
It's
other
definitely in the schools for sure. And other kids who know they ruin it for other kids. So it's just like,
correct.
you just never know. But I definitely I let my son believe when he was real little. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? But same thing like my mom did. I just was like, listen, this is coming from mommy. This is coming from daddy. You know what I mean? Or auntie or whoever. So, but he was cool too. Like he didn't have a fit. So I
yeah,
was like, well, thank goodness.
yeah.
He didn't fall out. He was cool with it. But then it becomes, well, I have a list. Can I and you're
What
like, wait a minute.
age it is, you get handed a list. Yep,
Yes.
that's a fact.
Yes. The kids will give you the list. Oh my goodness.
I never got nothing list, nothing at all from my parents. I always got the opposite.
Yeah.
I went to
Yeah.
school from second grade to fifth grade, so
Uh-huh.
it was weird. Some of the my uniforms, like I'm like, aren't you supposed to buy this on regular days? Like I'm getting slacks and button up shirt
Yep.
tie, and it's
Yep.
oh yeah,
The
that
essentials.
and I got the clip tie. It wasn't like a tie
Oh,
that grown men tie. No, it was a clip
you
tie.
know what?
My mother's like, "With school,
Yeah.
you can wear that church." So it
I
was like
can't. I can't.
shoes. It was like, but mom, I need a pair of sneakers for gym. Oh yeah, you know those sneakers I got you months ago. Still wear
Use
those.
those.
Oh
Yep.
Lord,
Oh
man.
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you never really got, maybe you got one thing off the list. Maybe one if you're lucky. Well, maybe I got like one or
Oh,
something. Me and my brother got like one or something, but not
yeah,
everything.
yeah, you're lucky, not us. It was
No.
five. You know what I mean? These are the things you need, not what you want. You take need before the like. You come to school with some no name sneakers. Dudes is like, yo,
Oh
I don't.
yeah. Oh,
Oh, let me see. Oh, those are the no. Those are the Bobos. Those
the
are the
Bobos.
like. Oh yeah, I remember the first to this day. I still remember the first pair of brand name sneaker that I got was some, regular Nikes. They might have been Nike.
Mhm.
Might have been the Nike Cortez. Do you remember the Cortez Nikes?
The
You know,
Cortez? No.
had like so there was like a blue one, and then they made a
Mhm.
white, and they had a black and white. The black and
Okay.
white suede, and the blue and white was leather. So the front was
Mhm.
big check on the side. They were low.
Okay.
They were what you call it, low tops. They were low tops. Nike
Uh-huh.
says when we get off here, Google Nike. When you see it, you're gonna be like, oh, I remember those. Yeah,
Okay.
first I was the man. By the time I'm coming around, dudes is like, man, that's out of season, bro. Those are
Oh no.
yeah.
Ah,
So
no. See, I wasn't really big into Nike when I was younger. I was more about the Reebok princesses and stuff like that, the Reebok classics, K Swiss. Like that was my whole vibe.
same here too. Same here.
Yeah.
That was the
Yeah.
guy. Now because you can ask anyone from Boston, they'll tell you this. Back in the
Mhm.
about when I was a kid in the 70s, but as far as like the 80s, and parts of the 90s, you couldn't go to certain neighborhoods wearing Nike. This is so
Mm.
he was saying my Adidas
Mhm.
out here. Females, the guys, everyone wore Adidas.
Adidas.
Anything Adidas sweat,
Yeah.
all different color, all that. You can have
Yeah.
in an area, a section part of like half of Dorchester and half of Roxbury. This area
Mhm.
even got a tree, and they called it the Adidas tree because they would, you know, hang sneakers there. And if you walked
That's
on,
crazy.
you had Nikes, or they take those off. This is true. What I'm telling you.
What?
Talked a little bit about it in some interviews and stuff like that. Yeah, you
That
could
is wild.
now you could get away with Fila, right? You can get away with that.
Uh-huh.
You can get
Yeah.
you can get away with Puma, rocking some Puma. It was just
Mhm.
about Boston and Nike because New York, that was like a New York. So we just
Yeah.
don't like the comparison. So we always did the opposite of what New York was doing. But yeah, back in even to this day, like
Yeah.
I got a bunch of Adidas, like a whole bunch of Adidas.
That's
Like
crazy.
Saltos, the top tens. It's just
Mhm.
this day you have to have something Adidas. My age and older, we all know about that. Like the younger generation
That's
now,
wild.
they have no clue about that. You know,
Yeah.
and the 8 ball jacket. The 8 ball jacket. I remember when those first came.
Mhm.
This girl went to the movie theater and they tried to like take it off of her, and she didn't give it up because at that time,
Mhm.
it was a lot of money, and unfortunately,
Yeah.
she lost her life. She got unalive for that jacket. Yeah, it was sad.
That is wild.
You couldn't wear certain things in certain.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. We didn't so much have the 8 ball really, really big out here. For us, it was like the black bomber jackets with the orange inside
yeah, yeah.
on
Oh
the
yeah,
inside.
we call them flights, but I know what you're talking with all the
Yeah.
correct.
Yep.
Yeah,
Those were huge out here. Also, for us, for sneakers, it was well, and still, it's the New Balance. Like that's a classic DMV shoe right there.
you
New
rock
Balance, what?
that
Yes.
again. Those were the safe sneakers to wear. New Balance, Reebok too, Reebok Classic. I love
Yep.
them. Love
Yep.
Reebok Classic. See,
Yep.
I'm a high top person. I don't really care too
Yeah.
tops, but the classics they still going to this day. If you go
I
to
know.
nine out
Yep.
of 8 out of 10 nurses, that's what they wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
We actually
They're comfortable.
have a New Balance factory out here. But I remember
Hmm.
back in the days, like in the 90s, my cousin
Hmm.
used to drive to Maine because Maine had the big outlet. Yeah, we had to go
Okay.
or drive all the way there to get like because when you go there, you basically not paying full price. You
Right.
saying you pay,
Right.
you're getting a discount basically. You're paying half.
Yep.
So
Mhm.
yeah, but definitely. Yep, yep.
Yes.
Um, so when I asked you earlier, right, the three things that you must have, you said me,
Yes. Mhm.
and the third one was laughter.
Yes.
So give me maybe three other ones that you must have. Three other things
Three
that you.
three other things I must have.
There's no wrong answers. It could be anything. It could be anything.
Um, oh gosh. Uh, three other things.
Must have.
Must-haves. Um, okay, I don't know if this sounds silly, but like incense
Mm-hmm.
and candles.
Okay.
Like something about those are just calming to me.
Okay.
And so like I'll light up some incense like, right away. Candles right away. Like I have to have either one of those. Like they have to be in the house. They have to be.
Me, it's more candles. I like a lot of candles. You know
Like
what I mean?
candles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
something is just soothing and calming to me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Candle, dim the lights, watch a movie.
Yep.
Especially if it's a fragrance one, you smelling that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So what
Yep.
else? Let's just go.
Um
Let's just go with one more to make so I don't want you to be sitting here like All right, instant yeah,
um
third one.
um what's the third one? Oh gosh. Um hmm. Oh man, this is hard. Oh gosh. Um, okay. I'm just gonna go with some form of technology. Like either my tablet, phone, or the TV because I love to binge. Like when I'm home, like and I want to just decompress, and just watch my funny things or whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Like I wanna see something.
All
Even
right.
if it's YouTube, even if it's, um the podcast and things that I watch, like something. We're in the
Okay.
age of technology, so yes. I
Okay.
definitely love my tech.
So when I had asked you about the movie, right? You can only watch one movie. You said
Yes.
to America. I'm gonna give
Yes.
give you another opportunity or chance, I should say, on giving me another movie. Only one movie you could watch. So you already said,
Okay.
yep, because that
Hmm.
means you picked that. That means you could watch it all day, every day. You know what the scenes is gonna be. You know what the line,
Hmm.
and it's still a fun watch.
Yes.
Yep. So what
Oh
would the
yes.
other movie be?
Um, hmm. Oh gosh. Because coming to America, that's my joint right there. And it has to be a movie.
Yes. Only one movie. Yep.
Uh,
Only one.
okay.
Yep.
Don't laugh at me, people. Adventures in babysitting.
What? Adventures? I,
Okay,
huh?
it's an older movie, right? Like from the 80s.
Okay. Oh, I gotta look this up.
I know like every scene, everything. It's
Mm,
about this girl and she's supposed to go on a date, right? Um but the guy says he was sick or whatever. So she's like, okay, it's okay. And some people she babysits for, they said, "Oh, I see you laughing at me." In the chat, they they basically say, "Well, can you watch our kids? While we go to this dinner for our job or something." So
mhm.
she says yes, right? So she's gonna watch the kids,
I think I know.
huh?
It was a white girl, right? It was a white girl.
Yes,
But was it a boy and someone else?
yes. It's like the brother and the sister. She wears roller skates, and then a friend actually comes along or whatever. And but she finds out basically that her boyfriend is on a date with another woman.
Okay. Yeah.
So she's like, "Oh no, I'm gonna go confront him." So she takes the kids in the
And
car.
was it a station wagon or something?
Yes.
Okay, so I saw that. Yeah. I didn't know the name of it. No, but
That
I'm not
that movie,
there's names and stuff or name movie titles unless it's a classic of mine. But I seen,
yes.
yeah, I seen
That
that.
that movie cracks me up, and like it's, she's not supposed to take the kids out, in the city, and she does, and all these crazy things happen on
Yeah,
her way to see this boyfriend on a date,
yeah,
to catch him with the
yeah,
other woman on the date. Just all these crazy things happen. So that's one of my all-time favorite. I know people would never probably guess that, but
yeah.
I know every line, all the everything.
Well, my movie. So I'm gonna just pick two. The first one,
Okay.
first one would definitely be. I have lots of classics, so that's a tough question, but it's a good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Half Bake, right, with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
Super funny, right?
it is.
And I don't have puffing on Mary Jane, but if you puff on it and you, it makes it that much funnier. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my gosh.
Um,
Uh-huh.
Second movie for me. Now people might laugh at me because they probably would think that I would never pick this movie.
Oh goodness.
It's another smoking movie. It's called Pineapple Express with Seth Rogen. Seth Rogen and Will.
Yes.
Seen that?
Yes. Like one time. Yes.
Listen, I watched that movie one 30 times. I watched it.
I
And
can't.
listen, I watched it over. I just kept watching it over and over again. I'm sitting there puffing away. I'm having people out, you know what I'm saying, checking on
Uh-huh.
me. So they all watching too. And they're like, yo, I don't see what's funny in the movie. I said, listen, you gotta get your mind right.
Right.
You know what I mean? No, but it's classic. Thing, right? This is I'm
Mhm.
a movie. So the first time I watched Napoleon Dynamite, I thought it was
Oh my gosh.
I thought that movie was ah Pedro, for Pedro. Thought it was right. So I'm
Yes.
like, yo, why you got me watching this movie, bro? This is trash. Sure enough, he said, listen, let's go to the garage. Let's get our minds right.
Mhm.
Put it on. Man, I'm sitting there like, oh my God, this dude is stupid. It's a class. Again, certain certain
No.
hit at one point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was on my melanated folks comedy only. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that, you know,
Yep.
or whatever. But when I got into theirs, like Saving Sarah Marshall, that's a classic. What?
Oh my goodness. No, I've never seen that.
Oh my Gina
No.
and Gina, you gotta watch. Listen, you say you binge. I'm giving you some.
Yes.
Want to write this down? Memo yourself. Saving Sarah Marshall. Listen, man.
Saving Sarah Marshall. No, see, I'm gonna write this down.
Classic, classic. I don't want to even tell you some of the scenes because it's kind of like giving the movie away a little bit.
Yeah.
Um, I'll just say this. All right, so what's the guy from the UK who had married Katy Perry? He had the long curly black.
Ooh.
You know,
Yes. Oh gosh. Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
and no, not Orlando Brand. That's not his name.
Um, mm, I
Dude's name.
know who you're talking about.
Anyways, he's in the movie. He's in the movie.
Oh goodness.
So she's dating this dude, right?
Keita
Sarah
T said it. Russell Brand. Yep.
Brand. There we go.
Yep.
Date you, Keita T. Fact.
Yes.
Brand's in it. So Keita T knows it's a classic. She's the classic. So the gist of the movie is he breaks up with this girl, right? Sarah. Her name's Sarah. And
Mhm.
she's an actress, whatever, right? She's on TV,
Mhm.
other stuff. He ends up at the same resort that she's at.
Okay.
I don't want to say too much, but that's all. He ends up at the same resort as his ex, and he has the room. They give him a room right next door. So
Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
what's the dude? He's chubby, but he ended up losing weight too. He's in the movie. Oh, yo, it's just a funny movie. You gotta watch. It's a classic. And that movie,
Oh gosh.
I could watch that too all the time. Harlem Nights, I could watch all the time.
Oh, oh yeah, I could watch that. I could
Listen,
watch that.
Life with Martin and Eddie, classic. Watch
Yes.
A,
Definitely.
Belly, classic. See, I'm more of an action person
Mm.
first,
Mhm.
but like you said, with the laughing,
Yeah.
with laughing for the soul, soothe the soul.
Yeah.
That I would before I go watch a shoot 'em up, bang 'em up, and all this other stuff. I'm gonna watch. You get what
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
bad mood. I don't need to be watching no gangster flicks. I don't. I'm gonna be, I'm gonna have some crazy thoughts like, oh, word, that's what I should do.
No, I feel you on that. I
Yeah.
feel you on that. I see Peach saying the no Chevy Chase movies mentioned. Chevy Chase is funny too.
Oh,
He is
classic.
funny too. Yeah.
Listen, classic. You know, what I'm saying? Who else? Oh, so what was that movie again? It was like a camp movie. Oh, not camp.
Which one?
National Lapoon. That's what she's talking about. Lapoon or whatever. They
Okay. Okay, yes. That
yeah,
was funny. That
they have
was funny too.
parts like part one, part two. Those are
Yeah.
those are classics. Oh, you know what?
Yes.
Children on too. They love it.
Which one?
Um, Home Alone.
Oh, classic.
Classic.
What? I love Home Alone. Only Home Alone 1 and 2. That's it.
I was just about one and two for me. I could watch, but one to me, one sometimes when they get into the part fours and all that, they way off
Yeah,
range.
it's a wrap.
Yeah,
And
but
that just made me think of another favorite. How I don't even know how I could forget about this. House Party 1 and 2. Those 2 I could watch over and over again too. What?
you know why I watched those? I used to watch House Party a lot. I was a G.
What?
I forgot her name in real life.
Tisha Tisha Campbell.
Campbell. Yeah, I was a super Tisha Campbell fan. I was watching it just for you know what I mean.
Oh my gosh.
Funny. I'm not saying bang my table again and watch what happens. Martin was a fool in that. Yo, I didn't even know how far Martin and her go back because they was in school days. You ever
Oh
watch
yes. Oh yeah,
that?
I love School
Another,
Days. What?
another-
Yes.
you're right with the house parties. Classic, man. Classic.
Classics.
Um,
What?
what was kids? The comedian, kid's father in that movie, the dark skinned comedian dude. He
Oh
was.
goodness. Oh gosh.
I forgot
Somebody
it.
help us. Goodness. Yes, he passed away. Goodness gracious. And he is so funny.
Yeah, but
I
listen,
can't think right now.
and either to me, he was back before Bernie Mac.
Oh, for sure. For
You know
sure.
the way he was explicit and all that.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes. Yes. Keita T knows everything. Robin Harris. Yes. Oh
Yep.
my gosh. Yes. He was hilarious.
The classic.
Yes. And he did Bebe's Kids. That was hilarious too. Oh my gosh.
Right.
What?
That's a
Uh
fact. That's a fact.
Crooklyn. Yes. Empress Judah. I love this. You guys in it. Soul Plane. Yes.
Soul Plane. Well, Soul Plane. I don't
It
know.
was fun. It had its funny like moments.
Funny,
Yes.
but it was kind of like, yeah. But yeah, I don't think it's a classic. I think it's a good movie. Now, I'll tell
Mhm,
you, the first movie that introduced me to Kevin Hart was Paper
mhm.
Soldiers. That was funny. Paper Soldiers. That
Okay.
I don't know if it. I don't think it came out in the movie theaters, but it came out on DVD. Damon Dash
Okay.
directed that. So basically, Kevin Hart was working at like I think a cell phone place, lose his job, his baby mother's on his back, like, ah, we need money, whatever, whatever. So he
Mhm.
ways to make ends meet and
Yeah.
gets into breaking into homes. You know what I'm saying? So and
Yes.
Eagle, like, I don't want to say too much. If you didn't see it,
Mhm.
that's another good watch. Watch it. I mean, it all I
Oh gosh.
but it's a good, I like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll prefer to watch that before Soul Plane. Soul
Before
Plane
that. Okay.
yeah, Soul Plane was
Okay.
but there's a lot of movies, man.
Uh,
That question right there is kind of
so
tough.
many.
You
There's
know,
so many. And I love a mixture. Like I said, like always, gotta definitely watch and support our people and our movies. But like I said, like Adventures in Babysitting, like totally, left. I know people would think of that. And like there's another movie, gosh, I'm trying to think of the name. I was trying to think while we're sitting here, but it's the movie where oh gosh, the guy he adopted the son with the red hair, and the son was so bad. Oh, why can't I think of the title? Somebody help me. And the guy who played on
oh, you're talking about
Three's Company,
Problem Child.
Problem Child.
Problem Child.
What?
That's a
That is one of my favorites, especially Problem Child 2. When the little girl came in,
yeah,
that
yeah,
movie, I can watch that over and over. Dying laughing at any time I watch it. So
that's a
I
classic.
love a mixture. I love a mixture. Yes, Problem Child.
Again, um, again, my first two is action and comedy. Not really in
Yeah.
a particular order. I'm not big on horror movie. I've never been big on horror movie. That's
Same here.
I'll
I'm a
watch.
scaredy cat. I am a scaredy cat. Now, I will watch a horror movie, but it has to be in the daytime. Yes, I'm that scared.
Or what if it's at night? You got to have all the lights because that's what I was
All the
thinking.
lights gotta be on. All the lights, every light has to be on. And then I have to watch something funny after because it's gonna be on my mind. So like I can't.
If you watch a movie with someone, right? It's a horror movie,
Yeah.
and you know how they play that song where something's gonna happen. First next to you, and they're like, ah, with that, with that
I'm
part.
screaming. I'm screaming. I'm screaming. But see, okay, so now there's a difference with that. Now, if I'm watching it with someone or something, like, like I can have the lights off because there's another person there.
Okay,
But if I'm by myself,
yeah,
nope, no
not,
way.
you're not
Even
doing
in the movie theater, like I know one time, I don't know what I went to see. It was something, and it was a part, and it scared me half to death. And it wasn't even a scary thing. I screamed so loud in the theater, people laughed because it wasn't even a scary part.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just,
yeah,
I was just like, it just shook
yeah.
me, and it was like, the hell, like it's not even a scary part, lady. But people laugh, but but that's yeah. I'm a
Let me
scared cat.
put you. I'm gonna put you on to a little joke. So, you first time I watched Thriller when it premiered on MTV, I was.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie, I was shook.
me too. Me too.
The light on in my room, and my pops was like, you if you watch this stuff, it's gonna get into your son. Now you talking about keep the light on." Yo, he was pissed. He was like, "At
Yep.
why'd you let him watch it?" And she was like, "We always watch it." In front of the TV watching it. What do you mean? Like we let him watch it by himself? No, always watching it. But yeah,
Yes.
that had me a little shook. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That had me shook too, because I was just like, Michael was looking crazy. Like they had him looking so crazy. So yes, I see people say Children of the Corn, that was
Yeah,
scary.
on that.
Oh gosh, that was scary. Carrie, oh gosh, yes.
Oh yeah, Carrie was. I thought it was
That
more
was wild.
than scary to me.
Whew.
Carrie, that was like the blood falling on her at the prom or whatever. That was
Yeah.
I don't know. See, movies like that,
Oh
it's just one time and I'm done. I can't keep watching something like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It was
Some
scary.
movies, yeah, some scary things I can only like the one movie what is the movie with Will Smith
Mhm.
and the zombies?
Will Smith.
You
You
know
talking?
what I'm talking about.
I can't remember the name, but with the zombies. You talking about when the world end or whatever,
Yes.
something like that. Like I can't remember.
Yes.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I can't think of the names of these movies, but that movie in particular, like I only watched it like once and maybe I tried to watch it again. I can't watch that one again. Like it was just too realistic. Like I don't know. Like it was something about it when that zombie came back looking for its kid or whatever it was. I
Yeah.
was like freaked out. So I was like, I can't watch that again. There's
So you
certain ones I can't watch again.
so you didn't watch Walking Dead? You didn't watch that series?
Now listen,
The class.
when The Walking Dead came out, I know it was a huge thing. My brother was all into it, his wife, my son. I was like, what is this mess? I don't want to watch this, right? Never was into it, Mel.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
me why. My son was like, Mom, Walking Dead is on Netflix now, right? I was
Mhm.
like, okay. And he was like, just watch it.
Yeah, yeah,
He
yeah.
was like, just watch it, Mom. I promise you, after the first episode, you're gonna be into it. I
Yeah.
said, all right, Damon, I'm gonna watch this. So I clicked it on. Mel, I was binging the whole thing
You know why?
back to back
I'm gonna tell
for
you why.
weeks.
I have an idea why. Because I think it's the same thing that I look for. It's not like it's a bunch of zombie. No.
Yes.
They telling every single character's story, right?
Yes.
To survive,
That's what it is.
how they have to try to survive, and they got to
Yep.
band together. So it kind of makes you think of something that can, possibly happen in real
Possible.
life. God,
Yes.
man, I'm gonna have to
Yep.
band with a neighbor, or who would I call? You know what I mean?
Man.
Have some muscle and all this.
Yep.
Who's a former vet that was in the military? I'm gonna
Yep.
person. Well, at least that's the way I was thinking. But I love
Yes, you're absolutely right. It's survival. It's survival. And it's just, and he told me that too. My son was like, Mom, it's not like gory, gory, like,
correct.
like you would think. Just
Story,
watch it.
correct. There's a story.
Yes.
It's every individual character, and the
Yep.
story is so good is that
Yeah.
you kind of like get into these characters, like what
You're
I'm saying.
invested. Yes. You get attached. And then when things happen, you're like, oh my God. And
Why
I just,
take her off, or why did she have to die? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
yes.
love it when they.
Yes.
That's the whole thing where they said where I don't want to go too deep. I'm not
Hmm.
in my what you call it, my tinfoil hat, but when they write these movies, that's the purpose of writing these movies or series is
Yeah.
get the viewers' emotions and feelings involved into it.
Yes.
Get what I'm saying? So
Yep.
even we was talking about movies and I brought up that series, but when you brought up the zombie, that's what it made the first thing that popped in my mind. And it's funny
Yep.
because during the summer they shot scenes out here in my town and
That's
stuff.
crazy.
Walking Dead,
That
yeah,
is crazy.
right around one of because I have like a few friends that own barbershops and stuff like that. So one of
Mhm.
shot a scene around there and stuff like that. And he's the one
Crazy.
who called me. He's like, "Yo, they shooting an episode of your favorite series," and I'm like, "What? What series is this?" He was like, "Walking Dead," and then
Oh,
yeah, I couldn't make
that
it, but
is crazy.
yeah,
That's so crazy. Yeah, I loved it. And like now, even I just finished watching Fear the Walking Dead, like all the spin-offs. I'm watching all of it. So
and they both. I mean, I always love the original of something, anyways, right? Because
yeah.
it's the original, it's the foundation, it's what
Yep.
set thing off. But
Yeah.
The Walking Dead, the writers is just as good. I don't know if it's the same writers or whatever, but they do a good job in that
Yeah,
too.
they did.
Right?
Yep.
I think in that they just bring you more to like beginning, if I'm not mistaken,
Hmm. And
something
they
like
bring back, like they intertwine the original with this one. So that surprised me too. Sorry
that.
if that's a spoiler for people out there, but I was like, okay, I like what they did here. Yeah,
They did a good job on that. It's just
they
like
did.
I love watching Power because of excuse me,
Yeah.
fighting. It's not just because it's like there's a bunch of shooting scenes. No, same thing.
Hmm.
Get you invested. A lot of people was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
Ghost, not watching it." So Ghost's son took over, Tariq took over. He
Yeah.
so much hate on social media. They're like, "Oh, you a
I
snake,"
know.
and then he had to tell people
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's just a character. I'm not life." You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh
But
yeah,
they say when you're getting that much hate or whatever, that means you are doing a damn good job
you
at
go
whatever you're supposed to be doing acting wise, because people are so into it. They can't separate the two. So
right.
yeah, I love Power too. I love all of those.
Brandon, his homeboy in that in the show, he's from Rhode
Hmm.
Island. Yeah, he's from Rhode Island. That's where he.
Hmm.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
doesn't I can hear certain words he say, but other
Uh-huh.
I don't really hear his New England accent. You know what I'm saying? Because we do have.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't hear it really either.
But what you get, you like how you said with the vocal coach and stuff like that. You definitely
Hmm.
can coach to teach. Because
Yes.
listen, I remember watching Idris Alba on The Wire and all of that. I never knew he
Yeah.
was paid from London. I was like,
That's
oh,
true. That is
when
true.
I heard his real accent, his UK accent. I was like, hold on, is he playing around on this interview? But that's yeah. When he was on The Wire
The
and there's other
Wire.
movies that he plays in, you don't hear
Yes.
that. Oh, he does a good job with that. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah, he definitely does.
question? Did you get into um it's about the real Rick Ross, Freeway, Snowfall. Did you get into that?
Oh, yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely watched Snowfall.
Uh,
That was good.
Dude who
Snowfall was really good.
who plays Freeway in that, he's from the UK.
Yep.
He's
Yep. He is.
yeah, but that
Yeah, he is.
a
He
good.
did a great job with that.
The only thing I didn't like, I mean, I liked it even though they threw it on FX, whatever. Because of the commercials. But other than that,
Yeah.
glued. I was watching it. It's every time
Yep.
set my schedule around that. Hey, listen, don't call me. This is what I'm doing. You know, post.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, don't bother me when any of those shows come on. Like, do no, I
right.
need silence. I need, and that's with anything like that I'm really into, like Game of Thrones. If it's snowfall, like right
Someone
now.
get
Uh
in
huh.
Game of Thrones for some reason. Couldn't. No, I couldn't.
Are you
But
serious?
this, did you see the Star series? It ended like months ago. Um,
Which one?
Serpent Queen or something like that.
I've been seeing that, but I never clicked on it. But I kept looking at it like I think I need to watch that. It looks like it might be good.
I thought I wasn't probably gonna get into it because I kind of like
Mhm.
old old school stories about castles and prince and
Me too. Me too.
so that's what it's about. But the mother basically, she's a snake. So that's all I gotta
Mhm.
say. But you get into that, you'll be like, oh, this is dope. That's
Okay,
that.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. So
I'm definitely gonna watch that. You
that's the.
know, have you heard about on Max right now, The Penguin?
Oh, I seen the preview.
Woo!
Oh, I didn't get into that. Is that a series?
Oh, it's a series like about, spinning off Batman and all that stuff.
Correct. Correct.
Man, who is it? Colin Farrell, who is
Yeah,
playing the Penguin.
okay.
Man, he is doing a phenomenal job. That show is bomb.
I gotta get
It's
into.
You gotta watch it. You gotta
Godfather
watch it.
Harlem was dope too. Godfather Harlem was dope with
I love that too.
Forrest
Yep.
Whitaker.
Forest Whitaker. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a great show.
He
Great
played
show.
Bumpy Johnson back
Yep.
in
I love that series too.
that's
Yes.
that.
And
Go ahead.
Empress Judy, you're right. Snowfall ending was, it was,
It's trash.
I did not like the way it ended. I was so upset.
Tell you this though, when
Mm.
John Singleton passed, that's
Mhm.
saw like the writing wasn't, the scenes wasn't up to par like how when he
I
was in.
know. I
You
know.
Yeah, once he passed, it was different. They try to stay,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
put a lot of episodes. That's why it kept going the way it was going. But the ending, it was just like, what are we doing? Who did you have
I
write this?
know.
The
I
ending
know.
it was so dramatic to just show you how this is the way I interpret it. And
Uh-huh.
the way my mind work and how I took it is like you're up here, you're poisoning the hood or the community, you're selling all this stuff, you was in over your head, you know,
Mhm.
because you
Yep.
started towards your family and all this other stuff or whatever.
Yep.
And they show you at the end where you a fiend.
Yes.
And so
I
that's
mean, that was insane.
correct.
That was insane.
That was the end. When I saw it, I was like, "What is this? Like, are they jokes? This is real. This is the ending. This is it." And
Right.
wow, but that's how
Mm.
the ending was trash. The ending was super trash.
Yes. It was like, what? Uh,
Yeah,
I mean, they keep talking about there's supposed to be a spinoff or something of it, but I mean, I haven't seen anything official, but you know how things start circulating online. I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess we'll see. But I don't know. I
yeah.
don't know.
I don't, I don't know. I don't know if they should even bother doing that, man. The series is dope itself.
Yeah.
Did you get into the ATL? Did you get into that?
No, I've never watched a
Danny
single episode of that.
Glover, yeah, Danny Glover. Is that his name? No,
No.
his name is Child Gambino, but I think his real name is
Yeah.
actually and Danny Glover.
Yeah. Childish Get. Yeah. No, I never. I don't know. I never gravitated towards that. Like, it didn't look like something I want to watch. I don't know.
Because it was like his homeboy was a rapper and he was trying to manage him. I thought it was
Mhm.
first episode I seen, I thought it was corny, but the more and more I watched it, it kind of like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? It wasn't
Okay.
like to, oh, let me stay home and watch this. It wasn't one of those shows, but I think it's
Yeah.
cool. Like Chi Town, people bring that up. I was into it's like Chi Town like early on. Like now I don't even watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's another good series. Um,
Hmm.
out there. But me, again, if it doesn't get my attention and have me like really glued within like a minute or two, which is probably
Yeah.
time, you know,
Yeah.
some beginnings is slow and they got to work you in.
Yeah. You do. Yeah.
I need something to get me, like whether it's something story, something that's
Mhm.
relatable to me,
Yep.
again, anything interesting has to keep me glued to be like, okay, let me watch this. Like I said, the
Mhm.
Queen was super dope. The writing was
But
good.
see, that's why I don't understand how come you're not into Game of Thrones, because that's all the castles, the
Yeah.
fighting the dragons, like all that.
I watched I forgot which one they were showing. I don't know what it
The
was.
House of the Dragon. I mean, that's the other one that just like came out, but the
Yeah,
second part of it all.
that's probably why. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you
Mm.
watch that one too, where the girl was she knew how to sing and all of that? She was a good singer,
Which
and the boyfriend with the blonde hair.
what
You know,
what show are you talking about?
Game of Thrones.
She knew how to sing.
Yeah, there's a girl that was on there that was singing. There was a girl on there that was singing.
I have to see. I mean, I watched Game of Thrones well, same thing. I wasn't into it when it first came out, but again, I was convinced by my son to just watch the first episode of that. And so once I did, I said, oh my gosh. So then I was all into that. And
Yep.
then we had to wait a few years. And then House of the Dragon came out because it's supposed to be everything that happened before Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So it's been a few years since I've seen like the actual, Game of Thrones. I said I was actually going to go back and
Mhm.
watch because, so much has happened in the new series. You're like, dang, I got to go back and tie all of this in. So, gosh, I got to go back and see who was singing. I don't remember.
Yeah, I never got. I don't know why. I just was. It was. I don't know. It wasn't my thing. Um.
Okay.
Um.
Okay.
What you call it? Oh my goodness! It's with the little wizard dude. Now he's all grown up now. Um.
Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. I wasn't into.
I,
Right.
I wasn't into Harry Potter either.
We
Yeah.
used to always take trips, like road trips, whatever. New York,
Hmm.
whatever, whatever. And my boy, this is like when the Navigators came out. Lincoln Navigator.
Yeah.
So he had the TVs in the headrest. He used to. I'm like, yo, man, put something else on. No, just watch it. No, I came late to certain things. Certain things that's popping
Yeah.
works is just like, oh, so because everybody flock over there, y'all want me to no, I'ma stay over here,
Yeah.
watch these things. But then later when I got into it, it was cool. I liked it. You know,
Yeah.
said the Harry Potter one, especially the one where they went to the wizard school and they like basically tap their power and learn how to use this and
Oh.
they got on the broom. He was all flying, and he had to learn how to control himself. To me, that's dope.
I never watched any episodes of
What
no Harry Potter, nothing.
you got to get into, you got to watch it. I don't
I
want to say
swear.
get into it, but you watch it. Yeah, I
Oh gosh.
yeah, I think
I
it's dope.
might have to revisit and go back and look at something.
See,
And
we
hey, Miss J.
turned into a whole. We could talk about old school TV shows. I could do today when you didn't need cable. You didn't need no
Oh, I know.
was cable. I don't know what it was called where you was at, but out here it was called cable vision, right? The first
Hmm.
cable. The first time we got cable, the first movie I watched, you're gonna remember this, was Michael Keaton, the original Batman. Remember him?
Yeah.
Real-
Yes, for sure.
It's a classic movie. Like how you said,
Mhm.
oh, think this is corny? Y'all
Yeah.
probably laugh at me. This is a classic to me. It was
Okay.
Mom,
Which one?
Mr. Mom, with
I've
Michael.
heard of that. I've
Yep.
heard. I haven't seen that, but I've heard that. I've heard of it.
Wife had to go to work. He was the stay-home dad or whatever, and it was called Mr. Mom
Hmm.
from the 80s. It's a classic movie.
Hmm.
I forgot the wife's name in it. She has like blonde, would remember too. Um, not why I don't know why her name can't come to me because they said actually
No.
something Russell, the guy who what was his name? The guy who played in
Kurt
Escape.
Russell?
Yeah, Escape. Yeah, he was actually married to her in real life. They
Are you talking about Goldie Hawn?
Goldie
Are
Hawn,
you talking about Overboard?
huh?
Oh, I was thinking about a movie too because they did
Goldie
a movie together.
Goldie Hawn was the wife in on Mr. Mom.
Oh, okay. But they
Wife.
actually did a movie together called
Correct.
Overboard.
Oh,
Have you
I
ever
didn't
seen that?
know.
Oh my god, that's a classic too.
What's like the
The
storyline?
premise of it all
Yes.
is that she was like a rich woman, and he was just a regular smojo, working, and she fell over the boat, and she lost her memory.
So it was like comedy.
Yes, it was definitely comedy.
Yeah, so she lost her memory, and they had kids together, right?
No,
That's
he had kids. And so he basically finessed her, and she fell in love with him and thought, this
I think
was her man.
I still seen that though. I
But yes, see, Overboard was crazy. Yes, Empress Judah. That is a funny movie. And then she found some kind of way. I don't know. I don't know if she hit her head again or her memory came back. And
came
she
back.
was like,
I seen that. I seen it.
"You're not my man." but
Uh-huh.
then she actually did like love him. You know what I mean? So
I think the one that I seen that she played in. So that was with Kurt Russell. You saying Overboard?
yes,
It must
yes.
be another one where I forgot. I think they had kids, and she something where she didn't remember their names and all of that. It might be that. It might
That's
be,
the movie. But it wasn't they weren't her kids. They were
oh,
his kids.
it's his kids. Okay, got you.
But he
Okay,
made her like kind of believe like,
correct.
yeah, yeah,
I, wa-
yeah,
I um
yeah, his children. Yep.
in another classic movie. Oh my goodness, with the dude. What's his name? It's about to come to me. Smokey and the Bandit. You don't remember
What
that?
is that? No.
The Trans Am, and they had the bird on the hood of the car. Smokey and the Bandit was he had to race. It was a big race that they had. A bunch of dudes in a car or something
Yeah.
where he had to race to get to somewhere. I forgot the premises about it, but it's a classic movie. It was with
No.
oh I
I
know you.
don't know that one.
The dude ended up doing like a bunch of plastic surgeries. He looked like a wax statue before he passed away. He ended up passing away years later. But yeah, Smokey and the Bandit. Oh my damn,
Oh
man.
no. Okay, 22 Ronin said Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds. There we go.
Mm,
Reynolds. Yeah,
no, I don't know that one.
driving a Trans Am that okay, so you know how we got sunroofs now, right?
Yeah.
He had a top drop, but it has the T in the middle. So you have to remove both passenger side because you know this is back in the days. I do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Press a button and the roof opens up. Nah, you had to literally lift it up or unscrew something or undetach something. Yeah, because my
What?
sister's husband, her first husband, he ended up buying one just like that, and that's how you had to take the. It was called like a T Bird. T Bird was one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you remember Magnum PI though, right? You remember that type of show.
I do, but I never watched that either.
You didn't watch
I
Tom
never.
Selleck,
No.
my God. You didn't watch Magnum PI?
No.
Too Ronan did because he's older than me. I know he watched it. Yeah, man.
I never watched that.
Yeah.
Never.
Wow. So okay,
No.
7, right?
007?
No, 227.
Oh, yeah, 227 for sure.
I
I
watched it for her. I'm not gonna lie. For
You
Regina,
never watched 227?
huh?
You never watched 227?
Watched it. I was watching it for her. Like that was
Oh,
my reason to watch it. Yeah, that was my show.
okay, okay. Oh,
Um,
I was about to say, woo, okay.
and Amen used to come on before that. You remember
Oh
Amen?
my god, what? Yes.
George
Oh
Jefferson.
my gosh, I watched all that. The Jeffersons, Are
Had
We Moving On Up? Everything.
all of that. Yes, good time.
Good times.
So did you watch Welcome Back? Welcome,
Welcome back.
Welcome Back, Carter.
I don't know what that is.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You didn't watch that?
No.
Yo, with me,
No,
Gina, you playing with me.
I swear.
Welcome back, Carter. He was a teacher, and they had Horseshack, and all the students was in the class. You don't remember that?
No. No.
Oh my! Listen, you're making me feel old, man. I'm not even that old. I'm not.
I swear.
But
I never watched that. I
you didn't.
see. Oh yes, Miss J, what's happening? I definitely watched that. I
Have,
did watch Knight Rider. I see that, Miss D.
Yes,
I
Night Ride
watched that. Three's
classic.
Company, that's my ish right there. I can't lie. I still watch Three's Company today.
Listen, I wanted
I
to
love
be.
Three's Company though.
I'm jacking real life right now. That's what I was talking about as far as the chat. When
Yeah.
I called in, this is what I'm saying. While I'm paying attention to y'all, and yeah, how you doing, Rose? Hey, what's D? Empress Judah, Miss D, whoever, right? These dudes is paying me attention. I'm Jack Tripper in real life. I'm living with,
Oh my God.
you know what I'm
You're
saying?
a mess.
And that was Mr. Furley, um,
Yes.
and
What?
Lee. Yo,
Yes. I
listen,
watched all of those what?
uh,
I loved all those shows.
what was Jack Tripper's homeboy's name in Three's Company?
Oh
Right,
geez.
please.
It's gonna blow me because I watch this all the time. What is his name?
Go ahead. It first letter is an L.
Larry.
There you go. Larry.
Yes. Oh God. I'm like, I watch this all the time. How do I
He's
yes, Chrissy, all of it. Oh my God.
um,
Too funny.
what
Too
else?
funny.
The 80s and listen, you needed no. So back to the wrestling. So
Mhm.
this is a form of trivia. What wrestling show that I don't think it was live, but they said it came on. They said it was live, and it came on Saturday at midnight. Do you remember the name of that wrestling show? That wrestling event
Saturdays at midnight.
to come on Saturdays at midnight. Oh, I'm testing your skill, your brains, and your knowledge right now on wrestling.
Mm.
Yes, this is way before Raw. Way I'm not talking about Saturday mornings where they had the cheap matches. They had the big guy versus
Yeah.
no. This came on Saturday, and they used to have main event matches. Do you remember? It came on at midnight because we used to stay up as a whole family, stay up to watch this.
I do not remember the name.
Oh,
No.
you the name?
No, I do not remember the name of this.
Do you want me to tell you the name? You want me to tell
Yes.
Saturday night main event? Come on, Gina.
Oh my gosh.
Nice.
No, I do not remember that.
I got my Martin on. I said, "Come on, Gina."
Listen, I've heard every line from Martin in the world.
So that now, yeah, I'm gonna be everywhere with this. My top three comedians of all time, right?
Mm,
Martin Lawrence,
yeah.
Pat Williams,
Uh-huh.
Chappelle. That's not saying Bernie ain't That's not saying Bernie ain't good. That's not
Yeah.
saying Fire wasn't the man. That's not saying Eddie Murphy. I'm just saying my
Yeah.
three. What is your three top comedians?
Uh, Top comedians?
Up. What is your
Oh, geez.
Martin's
Um,
Martin's my guy. I used to record the Martin show on VHS. Remember VHS? Remember VC?
Listen, every I have the whole Martin collection
Okay. I
from season one to the end
I
on
had
DVD still.
all the episodes, but some of them we had to pause. So I got commercials on, and some of the images all because I still have y'all actually too, and it works. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I
Yeah, I
did
got VCR too. Yep.
to go get that. I need to go because then nobody's using
Yep.
DVDs though too. I remember when DVDs was it, the Blu-ray, the
I
blue.
know everything. But see, I keep my DVDs because just in case all
Uh-huh.
these crazy apps go out of whack or
Mm,
whatever happens, all my DVDs are downstairs on deck. Okay, DVD player, everything,
I
VCR,
sold a lot of
everything.
I sold a lot of mines because they take them. Even vinyl records. The only vinyl records that
Mm,
um is like Haitian bands. My mom's like albums that I have. But yeah, I
yeah.
have no vinyl at all. All my vinyls I sold. The Michael Jackson one
Dang,
and all this other
you
stuff.
sold your Michael?
Yes, and I got a lot of money for it. But I thought about it, like if I kept it, it would have been worth a lot because I'm a neat,
Yeah.
I'm a neat freak. I'm super organized. So the way I opened that album, no, I believe, no, this is what happened. I had got one when I was young, right? That one I opened up. Then I went
Yeah.
and one myself, right? And I'm talking about the
Hmm.
three with him leaning like this, where he's laying whatever on the.
Yeah.
So I kept that with the plastic wrapped around.
Yeah.
And I not only did that, but I put it like in a brown bag, and then I put it away from
Mm.
light and all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
a friend hit me up and was like, "Yo, we could go downtown. They'll give a lot of money." I used to collect basketball.
Ooh.
I didn't really get
Uh-huh.
into like the baseball cards, but I did collect
Yeah.
like cards. So all the stuff that I could find, I was just giving up and getting money. Now I thought
Mhm.
about, and if I kept that, that would have been worth a lot of money because of the plastic,
Yes.
it not being used and open. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, man.
Oh, oh, Michael's corny. Michael's this and that. So I fell into that. But
Mm-mm. Michael's forever him.
no,
Michael
that's
is forever that man. What?
I did fall off at the time. I was like, yeah. I, I think once I'm bad came out and all of that. Who's bad? I was kind of,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Especially with that line where they said Prince was supposed to be on that song, and Prince asked him, "Did you hear that story about that?"
No.
So
Wait, what's this story?
on "I'm Bad," it was supposed to be featuring Prince, and Prince listened to the song and said, "So whose butt is yours, Michael?" 'Cause first time, you know what I mean? Because me
Your
and
bud is mine. Yes.
no Diddy, but I'm not from that era. But I'll just say because I'm not from that. We didn't have to say all that. But yeah, so that's the infamous story. That's why Prince didn't get on the song because
Oh gosh.
ask Michael, can you take this off? Because you're not going to be saying that to me. Ah, song.
That's crazy.
Look this up. This is true story. You know me. Super fan. So I anything Michael I watch saying, but yeah, that's the story. I'm not saying I was around and I heard that. I'm just telling you what
Yeah.
the interview. That's an infamous story. That's I forgot who said it, but they was like, yeah. I think Prince might have said it in an interview. Like before he passed, he was like,
Oh
yo,
my gosh.
Michael presented I'm Bad to me, and he wanted me to be on the song. And when I listened to it, he said, I
Yeah.
passed that line right there. Yo, y'all got to laugh.
Wow.
Yeah, true. Y'all can look this up. I'm not making this up.
Interesting.
Up right now.
Ah,
For real. You know,
dang.
didn't want to take it. And so Prince was like, well, I'm not going to be featured on that song and having you telling me what
But
is your,
now it's like crazy because I mean, of course, that whole album is epic, but that
yeah,
song, that first line, we all love it.
the first,
What?
you know, and Wesley Snipes danced in that video too. I don't know if you
Yeah.
Wesley
Oh my
Snipes.
God. What that album, I was so pressed. My aunt bought me and my cousins that red leather jacket with like all the zippers and all this. Do you know I loved and cherished that jacket because just I just thought I was in that video in my mind.
Yeah,
What? No.
got shattered.
Uh,
My dream got shattered because I wanted that one that Michael had and beat it.
mhm.
My moms and my pops went to some cheap place, so they had the black one. It looks just like it, but it was just black. So when they brought that home, I'm like, "What is this?" I'm
Oh no.
back it. They're like, "Boy, if you listen." I was one of those, like I said, I was just a little spoiled. So I'm like, "No, I gotta have what Michael had." They're like,
Yeah.
"We look up, we look down, we went
Yeah.
place, we went to that place. They didn't have jacket, boy. If you don't take this jacket, you ungrateful. I don't even want to
Right.
English. They
Right.
the the what we'll say the tongue lashing
Yes.
in Creole and half French. They was just giving it, you ungrateful piece of, and I'm sitting there, my brother's laughing, my brother and my sister's like, you got the black one.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, I
but this
know that red one was hard to find. Like that was no joke.
fact,
That
that's
was no joke to find.
mine was similar. It just was black. It had all
It
the
was
zip,
black.
all the little glitter, the little everything on it. I don't know what store they went to and found that, but
Yeah.
I had to like look at it because my dad, again, he was a man who spoke very little words, but whatever
Yeah,
super powerful, he was just like, listen here, we could have went out and got you nothing at all.
that is true.
What you would, and I was just like, oh yeah, you're right. He's like, put it on. Is that gonna make you dance better? And then he played. When it went to the little record, put the needle. He would drop the. He put it on, and I heard that. Mm, mm, and he's like, you better get it. And I had my shiny shoe on. Told you I had glitter socks. Listen, I had the one glove.
Oh man.
And when I listen, my siblings used to get mad. We used to like it was any type of party we went to, especially if it was
Uh-huh.
a household party.
Yeah.
Just and my dad come over like, listen, I'm gonna take my hat off. You about to, you know what I mean? We've been spending some money on you, getting you an impersonator and a dance
Yes.
and all this other stuff. So we're gonna make some money. They want you to dance. And I would
Oh
all come with my clothes, go into the bathroom, change. Brother be like, look at
no.
Negro here. They
Are
would
you
just
serious?
my brother just be sitting here like this, mad, looking at me mad. And while I'm dancing, I'm looking at him, smiling like I'm getting yes.
Yo, that's so crazy. My
I,
aunt used to make me do, well, yeah, she would always make me sing for her. And this was in Massachusetts, in
uh-huh,
Springfield, when I used to go up there for the summers.
yeah,
And she would always, my aunt was like that aunt that always had the house parties or everybody came over to play cards and, hang out or whatever.
yeah,
But she would always call me, but we kids were upstairs. We were upstairs. She would always call me down to sing for like all her friends. And it
yeah.
was one particular song. One song. It was, I don't know if anybody out there old school know this. It's Congratulations by Vesta. It's a
Congratulations.
real old school song. And my aunt used to be so shocked that I was so little and knew the words of this grown woman song.
Uh-huh. By Vesta?
Yes, Congratulations by Vesta. Congratulations. It
Heard it.
should have been me or something. However
That
it used to go, but
was something.
whatever. I used to sing it all the time. And I used to be half asleep. And my aunt would, Gina, come down here, sing Vesta. I'm like, yo, I'm
Uh,
sleep, auntie. Like are trying to go to sleep. Yes, Peach, that's a hard song, but I was so little. I don't even know how I knew that song, but I would come down, they would all be around. I would stand in the middle of the floor,
uh,
sing it, and then go back upstairs. I'm like, it was the craziest thing. I mean, now, I appreciate it because,
that's the Williams? Oh, what happened? You back.
oh,
Williams, right?
it went like this and then it said you're live.
Yeah. I hear you low. Not echo too.
Let me see. Check, check. Can you hear me?
You still low.
I'm still low.
Yeah, and I was that on my end?
I don't know. It just circled and then it said, "Oh, can't hear me."
Y'all can't hear? Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you clear.
Feedback and feedback.
Mm.
Yeah, and yours went and then you popped.
Yeah, same on yours. It just went. Oh, there's an echo now. Oh no.
Yeah, I hear speak, I hear it.
Or let me try one more thing. Let me see if this works. Wi-Fi. Can you guys hear?
I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yep, but when
Miss J, is it still an echo?
let me hear it. Let me see. No, you still hear echo loud. The echo sounds like when I'm speaking.
Okay.
Not when you
I can still hear you.
yeah. Nah, no, they said they could hear low. I don't know why
What's
that
better, but it's still echoing. Hmm. Low. I don't know. Maybe because it like restarted or something.
nah. I don't know what your screen went black
I don't know.
too. That's crazy.
Yeah, and on my end, like your screen went black.
For real? I don't know.
Oh no.
Oh, let me
Oh,
tell
let
you, I got
me tell you,
Bill.
I got
So
Bill.
actually, Key to
So
T got this.
really key to tea at this.
So about
So about
a week ago or 2 weeks,
a week ago or 2 weeks,
lost a bet to my children,
lost a bet to my children,
and they know I love Mike.
and they know I love Mike.
So I had
So I had
lip sync perform,
lip sync perform,
rock with you,
rock with you,
and
and
working day and night.
working day and night. Oh
I
my God.
had to upload it
Had to upload it
onto my story on I
onto my story on I
wish
wish
you been dying. You would have been
dying. You would have been I wish I saw that.
like, I'm smiling,
Like I'm smiling,
but deep inside, I'm
but
a
deep
so
inside I'm so
pissed.
pissed.
But
But
seen it because she liked
seen it because she liked
Miss D seen it.
Miss D seen it.
I don't remember if,
I don't remember if
but a lot of my
yeah, out
it,
of my
like
it, like
because I actually wrote a
because I actually wrote a
I had to honor my
I
children,
had to honor my children,
and I'm showing
and I'm showing
bet even if you lose
that even if you lose
the bet.
the
So,
bet.
but yeah,
So,
or
but
lose.
yeah, or lose.
We playing.
That's crazy. We playing.
I'm gonna be mad at you.
I'm gonna be mad at you.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah, that is.
That is that is.
I know we going on
I
like
know we going on like
this. I
this. I
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
Appreciate you
I
giving
appreciate you too.
this again. It was
This again. It was
again. You
again.
gave me
You
the idea
gave me the idea
to have you
to have you
to be the first
to
person
be the first person
with me asking you.
with me asking you.
You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
And it was fun too.
And
Talking
it was fun to talk
do this on another
do
day
this on another day. It was.
and
And
movies and stuff
movies
like that
that
platform. And
platform and
we was on, the
we was on, the
and me did that.
and me did that
And we wait
and we
what we was
wait what we was
talking about all these old
talking about all these old
80s
ladies,
90s
yeah,
TV shows.
TV shows.
We can go from cars.
We can go from cars.
What was it called? Hill
What was it called? Hill. Yeah.
Whitley and
Whitley and
Wayne and all of that.
Wayne and all of it. Yes.
Oh my God,
Different world. Oh my God.
classics, classics.
Classics, classics.
But hey,
Yes.
to y'all 80s,
Y'all 80s.
my boy 22
My boy 22. Yes.
Scooter, Miss J.
Buddha, Miss J. Yes.
Who else? 22
Who
Rome,
else? 22 Rome.
Miss D.
Miss D.
Uh,
Peach.
yeah, Peach is here too.
Yeah, Peach is here too.
Other lady was it
Other lady was
Miss Gigi?
Miss Gigi. Miss Gigi.
G-
Yes.
Appreciate every single one.
Appreciate every single
And
yes.
love in the chat
Love in the chat
with each other.
with each other.
I mean,
I mean,
and I think
and I think
the one and
one
only
and only
Miss G.
Miss J.
I
Thank you, Mel.
appreciate it.
Shake.
Rock.
You
You know what I'm saying?
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're welcome. Yeah. Thank you.
Stay safe.
Stay safe.
Stay blessed.
Yes. Stay blessed. You too.
Militant.
Militant. Yes.
Any plugins?
Any plugins?
Go
Go. No real plugins,
to find you.
I'm just here. Find you.
Follow you.
Follow you. Yes, you guys can follow me. I'm on all the platforms. Instagram at Miss Gina Rose, MSGINAROSE. On here, of course, YouTube as Gina Rose one, the number one. On TikTok, Threads, Snapchat, all the things. Look me up, Gina Rose. We have to stay connected to everything. So you look me up, I'm there. I follow back. So yeah.
Y'all do me a favor too.
Y'all do me a favor too.
Please
Please
subscribe channel.
channel.
Get her subs up.
Get her subs up.
More consistent.
More consistent.
He's getting there.
He's getting there.
Why don't you?
Yeah, my numbers are kind of on YouTube, but I'm trying to, that's why I'm staying consistent a little more on YouTube, uploading as
Correct.
much as I can. Correct. Yeah, for sure.
Who's that? The
Who's that?
pictures.
The pictures.
Hmm. They watching. They watching.
They watching.
I appreciate you
I
again.
appreciate you again.
Rest of your night.
Rest of your night. You too.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there. You too.
Peace.
Bye, everybody out there.